Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Tyler from Valve News Network, and today we're going to be talking about all the secrets and Easter eggs in Half-Life 2. Here we go. To get things started, if you were to burn any of the headcrab zombies, they start screaming and just gibbering out things that don't make any sense. If you were to play the sound files that are heard from the zombies backwards, it actually turns out that they're saying things in English. In Black Mesa East, right after Alex hands you the gravity gun, look up and you will see a large platform in the outside area where you will be playing with Dog. If you climb up to this large ledge, you will actually be able to find the old HEV charging panel from the original Black Mesa, seen in Half-Life 1. Inside Dr. Kleiner's lab, there is a couple of bulletin boards, and if you were to inspect one of them closely, you can actually see a crudely drawn picture of Dr. Kleiner with the words Uncle Kleiner on the top. It's actually signed by Alex when she was a child. After you defeat the Hunter Chopper at the dam during Root Canal, there is a grate on the building to your left. If you drive over it, you will be able to see two grated pipes with ends sticking out of a rock face. One of the gratings is damaged. If you were to jump into that pipe and be able to make it without dying in the poison, there is actually a Vortigaunt standing by a fire, talking a lot of wise words and a lot of ammo scattered around his base. During Black Mesa East, while talking to Eli Vance, Judith Mossman will come out of a previously locked room. If you're able to get into this room before the door closes, then you'll actually be able to see a large array of TV screens that are used for security cameras. And you can actually see a couple of funny things, including Vortigaunt's cooking. Also, on the desk where the TV screens are seen, there's just a picture of Mark Twain under one of the televisions. Also in Eli's lab, there is a lot of preserved items and a lot of different lab equipment. However, one of the preserved jars actually has the head of a cremator. Cremator was a cut enemy that was supposed to be seen within Half-Life 2, and it was quite the creepy creature. The only remnants of the cremator are within this reference, seen within Eli's lab. So the enemies still exist within the Half-Life universe, you just don't see them like you were intended to throughout Half-Life 2's development. During the beginning of the game, while you're walking around the train station, and right before you get to the apartment buildings, you see a playground. If you listen very carefully while you're entering the playground, you can actually hear the faint sound of children laughing and screaming. Aside from Gordon Freeman as a character, there are other people that have witnessed and seen the G-Man, including these two, Joe and his Vortigaunt, that are watching a television screen that actually show the G-Man. Also, if you were to look through one of the Combine binoculars, where you would later meet Odessa Cubbage and get the RPG, you can actually see him discussing with the G-Man before you arrive. There are a few small references to general pop culture. For example, the Great Scott that Dr. Kleiner says is from Back to the Future. This yellow box of plutonium is also from Back to the Future, and this baby doll seen within the park that says Mama is a very subtle reference to X-Files. Barney Calhoun as a character came from a couple of different places. First of all, his first name, Barney, actually comes from Barney Fife, one of the main characters from the Andy Griffith Show. His last name, Calhoun, actually comes from F.W. Calhoun, a character from the film Ravenous, which was a favorite of writer Mark Laidlaw. And lastly, upon entering the mines at the end of Ravenholm, if you were to run through the door and then run back out again, you will actually see Father Grigori covered in flames, laughing and fighting off zombies. Anyways, that was all the secrets and Easter eggs I could find for Half-Life 2. If I missed anything, please leave it down in the comment section below. Maybe I'll have enough content to be able to make a second video. So thanks for watching, guys. As you know, I'm Tyler McVicker. This is Valve News Network. Have a good day. Adios.